In my last video, we took a look at numbers 19 through 11 in my rankings of the most anticipated roller coasters coming to America in 2022. With so many quality coasters opening, I had to split this video into two parts to give these rides the attention they deserve. So today we're going to unveil my top 10 most anticipated coasters coming to America in 2022. But before we get started, if you're new here or you've been enjoying my content, go ahead and hit the like button as it helps me out with the YouTube algorithm. While you're at it, subscribe to my channel as well so you don't miss future videos just like this one. Now let's get on to the list. Number 10. Wonder Woman Flight of Courage coming to Six Flags Magic Mountain. While it might be taboo to put an RMC this low in a list, it's really going to depend on the pacing of this coaster. This is a near clone of Jersey Devil Coaster, but with 1 foot added to its height and then a little onto its length, so Six Flags can claim the near meaningless record of tallest and longest single rail coaster in the world. If RMC has fixed the pacing issues that they experienced with Jersey Devil Coaster, this ride should deliver excellent thrills as the jaw-dropping 20th coaster at Magic Mountain. And let's face it, anything was going to be an upgrade from Green Lantern, which was possibly the worst coaster ever made. Have fun with your new Toilerond. Number 9. The Hot Wheels themed roller coaster at the brand new Mattel Adventure Park in Glendale, Arizona. Finally, we're getting another Chance Hyper GTX following all the praise that Lightning Run has gotten at Kentucky Kingdom. While not much is known about this coaster at the moment, it kinda went under the radar at IAAPA because the other rides featured on this list, but we do know that it's expected to be a launch coaster that'll feature 2 vertical loops and a corkscrew, showing that this ride model has more to offer than just being an airtime machine. This park and coaster will give the Southwest a much needed shot in the arm when it comes to theme parks. And it's also expected to open with a new Chance family coaster, but there are no known details on that at the moment, aside from its name, Bone Shaker. Regardless, I can't wait to make it out to Glendale to experience this park and ride these coasters. Number 8. The relocated Intamin launch coaster at Lost Island. The park is yet to release a name for its coasters, but we do know that this ride is in fact Kanonen, which is previously located at Leesburg in Sweden, and has now since been moved to Iowa and will be opening with the park in 2022. The ride is on the smaller side, but manages to feature a hydraulic launch from 0 to 46.6 miles per hour in just 2 seconds. To put that into perspective, the first LSM launch of Velocicoaster takes you from 0 to 50 miles per hour in just 2 seconds. So while this ride is short in both height and duration, it still packs in some good thrills, including a vertical drop and 2 inversions. Whatever the name and theme that they've decided to use for this ride, I'm sure that it's going to fit in well at this soon-to-be epic park. Number 7. American Dryer Looping at Indiana Beach. This coaster previously found itself traveling across the German fair circuit in the 1980s and 1990s, before finding its home in Malaysia, and then the UK, and then Mexico, and now finally, hopefully, at its forever home at Indiana Beach. Gene Staples has been doing wonders for this park since it nearly went defunct in 2020, and this coaster is a testament to that. These wonderful Schwarzkopf looping coasters are slowly dying off in the world of theme parks, or being ruined by the Six Flags chain, so it's nice to see one get the TLC that it deserves. Oh, and let's not forget that this thing reportedly pulls 6.1 Gs, instantly making it one of the most intense roller coasters not only in America, but the world. American Dryer Looping will also be joined alongside Cyclone, a Zyklon coaster for the 2022 season. Thank you Indiana Beach for saving this timeless classic and continuing to invest in this charming park. Number 6. Palindrome, the Gerstlauer Infinity Coaster coming to Coderland in Austin, Texas. The US is getting another Infinity Coaster, except this time, it's a shuttle? Yup, you heard that right, Palindrome. Like its name suggests, will be ridden forward and backwards, traversing 2 different inversions, 2 separate times, for a total of 4. If you know anything about Austin, Texas, you know that the city itself is currently growing at a rapid pace, so it makes sense that this park is making this kind of investment at this point in time. Coderland is located at the Circuit of the Americas racetrack and is currently branching away from its previous roots as a kiddie park. Palindrome is going to feature a 0G stall over an actual road, as well as what they are calling a vertical hop stall, which I guess can be described as an airtime hill on a vertical spike. That should provide a very interesting sensation going both up and down the spike. There's a lot of newer parks adding rides in 2022, and I'm so excited to see Coasterland making this investment. Number 5. Tron Light Cycle coming to Magic Kingdom. The first of 2 coasters set to open at Walt Disney World in 2022. Themed to the movie Tron Legacy, this ride will be a clone of Tron Light Cycle Power Run at Shanghai Disneyland, which has received rave reviews since its opening in 2016. This will be a Vekoma motorbike coaster that will place riders leaning forward as if they were racing through the famous scene in the movie. Tron will start with its riders indoors before launching them outdoors at nearly 60 miles per hour, passing under an impressive overhang before once again returning into the show building. Tron is easily going to be one of the most immersive ride experiences in the world, and while this coaster will pack bigger thrills than its 2022 Vekoma brethren across the property, I think it's going to be extremely difficult to top said counterpart's theme and overall ride experience. Speaking of said counterpart, number 4, Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind coming to Epcot. The second of the pair of world-class roller coasters that Walt Disney World will be debuting in 2022. And coincidentally, Chris Pratt's second cameo on an Orlando roller coaster in as many years. This will be the longest indoor roller coaster in the world when it opens, and if you're a fan of the Marvel Cinematic Universe like I am, this is a must-ride attraction when it opens. Since this is an indoor coaster and Disney remains pretty tight-lipped on their attractions, we still don't know a ton about this ride. But it will feature spinning cars with 0 inversions, and it will interact with scenes throughout the ride that are sure to be action-packed and hilarious. Like other Disney coasters, Guardians of the Galaxy is being manufactured by Vekoma, and if their recent work is any indication, along with the Disney Imagineering team's dedication to excellence, this is sure to deliver as one of the greatest Disney attractions ever built. Number 3. Pantheon at Busch Gardens Williamsburg. While this coaster is also sat dormant for a couple of years now, the anticipation has only risen. This Intamin multi-launch will easily be the best in the park when it opens. Reminiscent of Velocicoaster, Pantheon will also feature a top hat and zero-G stall, but will top its universal relative in height and speed, as well as featuring a beyond vertical drop of 95 degrees. Obviously, it's not totally fair to compare this ride to Velocicoaster due to the budget of Universal attractions, but the coaster itself is sure to provide thrills equally as intense, if not more so. Not to be overlooked is a massive vertical spike and switch track that the ride will use to send riders both forward and backwards on the ride. With its unique set of elements and combination of airtime, hang time, and intensity, this ride is sure to crack many seasoned enthusiasts' top 10, if not higher, once it finally opens. And it's only number 3 on this list. Number 2. Iron Gwazi at Busch Gardens Tampa. While it's one of the most memed and clowned on coasters ever built, Iron Gwazi could possibly be one of, if not the greatest coasters ever built. Rocky Mountain Construction went all out with this ride. I've seen this coaster in person and can personally attest to how large this thing actually is. When it opens, Iron Gwazi will be the tallest hybrid coaster in North America at 206 feet tall, as well as the fastest and steepest hybrid coaster in the world, reaching a speed of 76 miles per hour and sporting a drop of 91 degrees. This thing is going to absolutely rip through some of its elements, and that barrel roll drop down could possibly be one of the greatest inversions of all time. The color scheme and trains are also super impressive, and hats off to RMC and the park for giving this ride a 48-inch height requirement. This gives younger thrill seekers the chance to enjoy one of RMC's finest creations and one of the best coasters in the world. While Iron Gwazi will likely be near the top of my rankings, I believe there's another coaster opening next year that will top it. Number 1. Air Force One at Fun Spot Atlanta. Yes, Fun Spot Atlanta. That little carnival in suburban Atlanta that everyone forgets about? Yeah, well, they're getting what looks like to be possibly the best RMC coaster ever built. I'm sure I'll get some pushback with putting this at number 1 on my list, but just look at the ride's layout. This coaster will start with a near vertical drop, followed by only the best elements ever seen on previous RMCs. It's as if they went into a lab or woke up from a dream and said, yeah, this coaster will take the dive loop installed from Goliath, an outward banked airtime hill from Steel Vengeance, sprinkle in some massive airtime hills, and take a barrel roll at a ridiculous rate of speed. Oh yeah, and let's do the overbuilding because we can. Why the heck not? Oh, you thought we forgot the zero-G rule? Here, have one of those too. Before we give it a quad down to finish the ride, since we haven't done one of those in a while, Lightning Rod opened a long time ago. To think that everyone originally thought that this was going to be one of the new RMC family coasters is hilarious. While all of us were speculating about what was to come, FunSpot and RMC were cooking up this beast of a coaster behind closed doors. It ranks at number 1 on this list, not only because of how the coaster looks, but because of the shock value and what it means to the future of this park and the FunSpot chain as a whole. If you watch any of the coverage from IAAPA, the Airy family and RMC seem to be a match made in heaven, and I'd be shocked if this is the last time we see them working together, especially at this park with all the room they have to work with. This could become the Fiesta Texas testing grounds for the growing FunSpot chain. And it all starts with Airy Force 1. Thank you all for watching. Those are my top 10 most anticipated roller coasters coming to America in 2022. What do you think of my rankings? Did I under or overrate any of these coasters? Let me know in the comments below, as well as which coasters you are looking forward to in 2022. If you enjoyed this video, then go ahead and give it a like, and subscribe to my channel for more videos just like this one. I've got a lot of new content I've been working on that I'm excited to share with you in the near future, both here on YouTube as well as over on Instagram, where you can follow me at Dr_Coaster. Thank you so much again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.